I'm Rick Kahler, and thanks for joining me. Well, anyone who sent a check out to the IRS this month certainly doesn't need to be convinced that there's a relationship between money and emotions. I can personally attest that paying a hefty tax brings up a great deal of painful emotion. The case for the union of money and psychology is overwhelming. Almost everyone experiences fear, sadness, grief, anger, even happiness around money events. Large life events like divorce or death, bankruptcy, losing your job, selling a home, all clearly involve money and evoke emotions. We may be less likely to notice the psychological aspects of smaller money events, yet even the acts like paying the monthly bills, buying birthday gifts, or shopping for groceries have an emotional component to them. Researchers like psychologist Daniel Kahneman, who won the Nobel Prize in economics, which was interesting since he was a psychologist, they find that 90% of all financial decisions are made emotionally, not logically. Even the seemingly cold and calculating world of investing is driven by emotions. Economic theory is being set on its head as economists are slowly coming to realize that people don't make decisions, money decisions, rationally and in their best interest. Yet 18 years after a small group of pioneering financial planners and therapists first met to explore the relationship of emotions and money, the field of financial psychology is still in its infancy. It's really no wonder when you look at the facts. On the money side of the equation, we have institutions like large brokerage houses, insurance companies, and banks who, like all businesses, need to be profitable. Any concern these institutions may have about the union of finance and psychology is likely to focus on ways to manipulate customers' emotions in order to sell more of their goods and services. On the emotional side are the psychologists and therapists who rarely mention money issues. When they do talk about money, it's often in the context of their own fees. Their training doesn't address the idea that both they and their clients have emotional issues or beliefs around money, and that maybe some of those are destructive. This leaves a big gap, and in the middle of it are consumers who don't know how to develop healthier patterns of behavior around money. They may overspend to relieve stress, feel overwhelmed by credit card debt, be unreasonably fearful about financial security, be overly trusting or overly suspicious, give or lend too much to family members, and it goes on and on. Some of these consumers have at least some idea that their destructive financial patterns are indeed psychological. They may realize that they need more than financial facts to change those patterns, yet most of them have no idea where to find the help that they need. The one group of professionals that is moving to fill that need are client-focused financial planners. Unlike advisors who sell financial products, client-focused financial planners receive no commissions, but they charge fees for their advice. Now, by law, they must act as fiduciaries and advocates for their clients. Historically, financial planners have not embraced the notion of money psychology. Obtaining the CFP designation, the Certified Financial Planner designation, still requires no formal training, even in client communications or conflict resolution. Yet a small but growing group of client-centered financial planners is seeking out training in psychology and communication. Some are even partnering with financial therapists, and we're seeing a growing number of universities starting to offer some money psychology courses in their financial planning curriculum. The challenge for consumers is how to find these professionals. One source is the Financial Therapy Association, which has a list on its website, and you can go to www.financialtherapyassociation.org. Gradually, more consumers as well as professionals are realizing that it's possible to combine financial knowledge and psychology to create a more balanced relationship with money. This awareness, I think it's sure to increase the demand for financial psychology services. At any rate, it's going to be exciting to watch this infant profession as it struggles and grows. Thanks for joining me.